Alright, let's try this one more time. I might actually be genuinely upset if it doesn't work. Okay. Thank God. Thank Arda. I forgot I had her. Okay, I was in the middle of something. Her phone case is her. She's so conceited. I love her so much. Oh, Lord. Thank you. Okay. Figuring myself around everything. Oh, this is not what I wanted to do. Where's my phone? There it is. Alright, I suppose. I didn't know you could earn things by watching random people stream stuff. Okay. Okay. Will I get copyright struck for humming a Mario theme? I hope not. There we go. Oh, that's the... Okay. Oh, I've gotten so many texts. To satisfy customers, Clocky's extra filming experience where you can enjoy fun games and learn about animation. Hello? Maybe Rare Clock Studios was not founded by the family. I don't know. I'm paying so little attention to like the politics of Penacony. I should be paying more. We will operate based on our chairman, the Watchmaker's philosophy. We won't compromise our own interests for the family. For your information, you can recreate your own animation in this program, and if your work is good enough, it might even get officially released in theaters. As a reminder to you, the ownership of intellectual property rights to the animation you produce using Clock Studios facilities, along with the later lights and interests, belong to Clock Studios. Clock Studios has the right to retain and dispose of content, and any revenue generated from the content will belong to Clock Studios. I love corporations. Is this idea to help your animation team slack off? Sorry for the confusion. While we are delighted to share animations with guests, we need to protect our studio's intellectual property. If your animation gets officially released in theaters, you'll get a 1.5-second shout out in the credits. If you're interested, please find a yellow-haired Pepeshi employee at the park entrance, and he will guide you through the program. Just remember the password for Dreamville. Okay. Greetings. Are you interested in earning a little extra something? Due to recent incidents in Penacony, the family is short-staffed and is now hiring dream chasers with exceptional skills as temporary security officers. Applicants who have annihilated... Stinky? You think I'm stinky? Make me sad. Dream chasers with exceptional skills as temporary security officers. Applicants who have annihilated memes will be given preference. If you're interested, please contact me to proceed to Dwight Pavilion for an on-site interview. This is first come, first served. There's a lot of missions I've been missing. Hey, the space station sent someone over with gifts. Ask the express conductor to leave the items in the parlor car. Please come and help yourself. What are the gifts? Sounds like Ast is doing. What would someone as rich and eccentric as her send us? It's all snacks and supplies and some interesting gadgets invented by the researchers. They said they wanted it to repay us for our kindness and help back the space station. Everything is a small token of their appreciation. There's nothing really, they didn't have to do all this. I have no interest in gifts, but I appreciate their sentiments. Wow! By the way, make sure you come along. There's a little robot in here that would be perfect for you. I get a little guy. After some discussion with the conductor, we figured it would be best for you to take it. Pom Pom was going to use it as an express cleaner, but considering how busy you always are, you can probably use an assistant. Could I? Speaking of snacks, there are certain passengers that I would like to remind not to sneak off and eat them all by themselves. Call out post for March 7th. Actually, yeah, drag this man. I doubt it, this hound's already gray. Makes me sound old. Just saw another patron who made me a bit sentimental. He's someone whose thoughts are always concerned with reality, but is determined to live out the rest of his life in the dreamscape. There's so many of them here in Penacony. I would like to say that I wouldn't be one of them, but I feel like if a place like Penacony exists, I would be wasting my life away there. Reality kinda sucks. Yes, he suffers from a terminal condition of no known cause. His body would slowly become uncontrollable, turning stiff and painful until he can't even move his finger, unless his brain completely dies. Otherwise, would such suffering disappear in the dream? Yes, not only that, he would be able to earn enough money for his treatment and life extension in this way. If we pin everything on illness, then the existence of sweet dreams can indeed be a cure. However, if dreams shatter one day, where would these people go when they are already running away from the troubles of their real life? Ah! There's always a way. I cross bridges whenever I get to them all the time. Life is full of possibilities. Let those who should worry, worry. Talkative. I don't know, I don't play this enough. Does he talk like this? Not a lot? Do you add a lot of Soul Glad to your drink today? Soul Glad hasn't been the right drink for me for a long while. Okay. I feel like I just missed a lot of flavor text. I'm not sure how much of this is going to be like actual quests, but I don't have to go through all of them. But yeah, still, but that's flavor text. Okay. It's the ones I had from here, and I think, yeah, 3 of them were quests. Vaporizer. Will it vaporize me on the spot? Just one sip of the drink and you'll get vaporized on the spot? No, I can't pull off something like that. That's a shame. But the taste and texture won't let you down. In Penacony, you can find all kinds of actual family quests, but usually the character text or flavor once you pull them. Yeah. I like the little flavor texts. I think it gives... It's a way to make your characters feel alive. Penacony, you can find all kinds of drink mix ingredients, and sometimes the flavor that comes out of this mix is hard to describe. Don't know how many unique drinks I've tasted before the vaporizer was created. Who is Moses? There are way too many examples. Among recent mixes, Feast and Exile. Thanks. Feast and Exile and Mass Talent can be considered classics, left me with deepest impressions. Oh yeah, I forgot that, like, after Penacony we go back to Xianzhou. I've missed so much. Feast and Exile, I think. I think I would go for that. I wanted to make something lustrous, but didn't expect the industrial grade syrup to be so sweet. To which by that I added a bit of bitterness. But I totally didn't expect the supplemental flavors to be that intense. One bite in my old hound soul almost got lost in the utter bitterness. Comparatively, the vaporizer is doing something really impressive, using Soul Glad as a foundation and imbued with Atmos Sweet and Recollection as supporting ingredients. The incongruity woven from both sweet and bitter when you take one sip. It's like you're tasting life itself. Every time you try to reminisce and grasp onto something, you're only left with fleeting nothingness. Is this just like me, for real? Trust me this once, you won't be disappointed. Oh, Lord. He's pretty silly. Dude, I love that her phone case is other hers. This is the stage where you and that gambler put on a petrifying collaborative show. He wagered everything into the gamble, yet appeared indifferent to the idea of winning, which is why did he do that? Realistically, I'm pretty sure it was like a elaborate suicide plot. Acheron, emanator of nihility, granted his long-cherished wish. His life was destined to be divorced from the concept of peace, but cruel fate still commanded him to live, and for him to use his innate good luck to kill every one of his family members with his own hands. Ah. Not a fan of that one. Oh man, I just be putting stickers. I don't have the other ones, do I? I don't. Stars drift across the dream artificial sky. They say that great souls will eventually become stars in the sky that guide the way for those on the ground below. The stars in Penacony are woven by countless dream chasers. What will you ponder when you raise your head? They too walk on the path of the trailblazers. They are not any different from the masses. They're simply opportunists who leaped at money and fame. I don't like any of these, but I think the best one is... Indeed, the meaning of trailblaze is far more profound than it initially appears, creating a beautiful dream from scratch, bringing Penacony from abject poverty to unparalleled prosperity, and finally fading into the stars. They are bona fide nameless. I would think they did. Oh, I have a lot of stickers here. I I don't know why I have these. These look like tarot cards. Oh. No, 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 no. We are removing this one. Because I saw Robin. Okay. Whoa. See, I'm gonna get back to the story, but I have such beef with all of these exclamation marks. They make me very angry. I hate that I'm not going to be able to get all of them to go away because I can't get that travelogue one to get out of here. But they never leave me alone. You can't get it gone, but it annoys the Fates Atlas. Yeah, but the one for, I'm just gonna redispatch these. The one for Divergent Universe is this night? That one did, but I can't get Divergent Universe for the full day that I'm gonna play. And I don't want to play Divergent Universe. Oh. Jade's coming back! Well, that's the thing, I did, and then it didn't. Hold on. It takes me here, and then when I get back out of it, it's still there. That's fine. I'm not gonna hit start game because I don't want to play it. Can I don't want to do Future Market. Dude, I love this. I love... Oh. Nah, it's still there. Where's... There we go. Did that do it? Oh my god, that did do it. I'm dumb. Don't I told you so, me? Notices. Okay. Okay. It's all of them gone. it's time to watch a movie.
So many people talking about it. This commotion at the theme park definitely made waves.
Explode. I cast explosion.
The family promised they would protect the guests within the dreamscape, but I witnessed a group of organic life forms making their way to the theme park. And soon after, a rip tore through the sky, and black rain started leaking out of the void. The family needs to provide a reasonable explanation, or I'll take my loved ones and return to reality. I thought the dreamscape was supposed to be a paradise. If it's not, then there's no point staying here.
It appears the good sir has seen many great events. And it's true that an uninvited guest has unexpectedly entered the dreamscape. However, their target is not the ordinary guests, but the ambassadors of the IPC. The family will certainly ensure that the safety of the guests is of the highest importance.
Miss Robin, I know the Bloodhound family has already sealed off the theme park and has control over the situation, but it won't resolve the problem. The family can try their best to protect their reputation, but as a guest, I don't wish to gamble with my life.
Loser.
But as you can see, sir, no innocent bystanders were affected in this incident. Perhaps the dreamscape is not as perfect as promised, but there's no place safer than dreams under the family's rule. I believe you know this better than I do. If this incident happened in real life, how many people would be able to walk away from it?
I could stay here, but keep in mind, guests come to Penacony to enjoy the dreamscapes. They do not wish to be entangled in a conflict between the family and the IPC, so let's not have any more unnecessary incidents.
Of course. With the Charmony Festival about to commence, we will spare no effort in our preparations. Rest assured. To express our apologies, the family has arranged this gift for the guests. Thank you for understanding.
This section is called Sparkle Gaslight Speedball.
Hello. May I ask what happened here?
Nothing to be worried about. There's been a small rehearsal mishap at Clock Studios theme park. Please stay calm.
Hey, are you a fool? You don't even recognize Miss Robin? Who do you think you're talking to?
Huh? I'm sorry. I've just been transferred to the Bloodhound family, and I'm still not too used to working on the streets. I didn't realize it was you. I'm so sorry.
Hey, don't sweat it. You guys have a tough job. I know how it is.
See, I'm
How's
not
the
attached
situation
to
looking?
Aventurine, so I don't know about the several patrons you're talking about.
We've sealed off the theme park. Most guests are used to bizarre phenomena in the dreamscape, and so far, no threats have been detected. We can expect order to be restored soon.
Rest assured, Miss Robin will intensify our patrols to ensure that no incidents occur.
Oh.
I trust you guys. But regarding what happened in the theme park, what do you hounds think about it? It's okay. Feel free to speak your mind.
Well...
Actually,
See, I
I was there shortly after it happened.
The races.
Is it true that the IPC's ambassadors came with ill intent? And that Galaxy Ranger easily cut through the sky?
Miss Robin, to tell you the truth, everyone's been talking about it. The myriad factions on Penacony have already been causing unease for everyone.
Thank you all for your loyalty towards the family. The planet of festivities has indeed run into some trouble. The representative from the IPC, He's trying to regain ownership of Penacony and is prepared for a hostile takeover.
He's dead.
Of course, the family did not agree. The result of the failed negotiations is as you see it now.
No wonder. So this is the main reason why the IPC staff are banned from entering the Dreamscape. Did they apprehend the troublemaker in the end?
Don't worry. Mr. Sunday is currently tracking his whereabouts, and I'll have something to show for it soon. However, given the situation, the IPC surely won't let this go easily. Therefore, we are relying on you hounds to maintain the order and stability of the Dreamscape.
Please be assured, Miss Robin, we take our orders seriously. We won't let those IPC cronies get away with this.
Thank you for your hard work. If there are any other members who still feel uneasy,
but like,
please tell them
Robin's
I'm
his
mindful
sister.
that protecting the Dreamscape requires everyone's help. This is a small gift prepared by the Iris family for the guests. There's one for you too. Please, open it at the Charmony Festival for an unexpected surprise.
I can't believe I received a gift from Miss Robin. It feels like I'm dreaming. Wait, I am in a dream.
If trouble comes knocking on our door, we're not afraid to go to war. Rest assured, the Dreamscape's peace will be protected by the Bloodhound family.
Reaching for my computer, like I can control the game with that. Forgot that's not how you run. There we go. On the 5th time.
Miss Robin? That's the renowned cosmic superstar, Miss Robin!
Hello.
I didn't expect to meet a fan here. I'm honored. Welcome to Penacony, a world filled with wonderful dreams.
I can't believe I'm actually meeting the real Robin! Shouldn't you be preparing for the Charmony Festival?
Preparation is important, but the ceremony is fundamentally about sharing the Great One's harmony with everyone. If there's a chance to sing with everyone, I will not refuse. Regarding the recent mishap, I understand it negatively impacted some of our guests. As a member of the family, it's only right for me to come forward and offer my apologies to everyone.
But, are you sure it was actually a mishap? Everyone saw those chips descending like rain and the red light tearing through the sky. Claiming it was merely special effects seems a bit far-fetched. Plus, I met that generous gentleman. He looked really out of it and kept talking to himself. Is this also part of the performance?
Everyone, please do not panic. I believe that the family will give everyone a satisfactory answer in due time.
Even if you say so, Miss Robin, it's hard to believe.
Some people just never listen, do they? It's never
You're saying
ending.
this out loud.
It just goes on and on. I'm getting really tired of this.
Miss Robin?
Still, I suppose I should keep on helping everyone. I am the epitome of joy, kindness, and goodness, after all.
Huh? What was I just doing?
I don't
And,
think it should be
might
blocked.
you be, miss?
Here,
There you go.
take this, little guest. This gift has been specially
Hi, Sparkle.
prepared for you by the family. Make sure to take good care of it until the opening of the Charmony Festival. Then, when the show reaches its climax, press the button together with the others around you. You never know. Something very exciting might happen.
In the meantime,
We're back to where it all began.
I forgot.
You entered the golden hour from this place. And it is also from here where you will enter the true Penacony. It is a pleasure to journey alongside you once more. But it's time I laid bare the entire truth before you. As you might have heard, I also go by another name. Stellaron Hunter Sam.
Can we just agree that with Stell's... From what I've seen, Stell's desire to find out who Kafka is and, like, why she did what she did would completely overwhelm almost anything else going on right now, because the most Stell knows about Kafka is she is a Stellaron hunter. And I feel like, barring... Okay, fuck you! She's a Stellaron hunter, and I think after the shock, Stell would be like, okay, cool, take me to the rest of you. Hold on, I gotta go put something away. See, they've gone and bitten themselves in the foot. If they want her to be a love interest, she's gotta be a love interest for both genders. Are you good, homie?
I'm fine. Sorry, I hope I haven't scared you. I know you have many questions. Do you remember when we encountered death in that strange dreamscape? When I was caught by that meme?
I don't think they ignore Stell. I actually think the story makes more sense when you play as Stell. It's kind of like the Zenless situation. It feels like the narrative's crafted around the female protagonist. I see her highlighted in, like, promotional stuff more. Although I don't look at a lot of promotional stuff. Chaos sucks in post. I think he's silly. I think they're a pair of dumb twins.
In that instant before it killed me, I saw the reflection of another dreamscape in its ghastly pupils. So, following the clues in the script, I came up with some theories about the meme. That's why I instructed Silverwolf to issue invitations, drawing everyone to the Dreams Hotel.
I miss Silverwolf. Put her
I
back on
intended
screen.
to call upon death before you arrived, to solve the riddle using more direct means, and then invite you to join. However, contrary to my wishes, I couldn't defy the script, and I didn't get a chance to explain it to you.
Ah.
It is how you see now. I was impaled by the bladed wings of death. The heavy pressure of concentrated memoria miasma exploded in my mind as if it was actually reality. But
So you
after
died.
the momentary numbness subsided, I found that my body was absolutely unscathed. I was still alive. And it was just as I thought. I had arrived at a place starkly different from this beautiful dream. Beneath the dreamscape of Penacony lies another, more chaotic, more primal memory zone. Its name? Land of the Exiles.
So we died. If we're about to end up in the Land of the Exiles with everybody, we died. Acheron just obliterated everyone around her in that, like, final strike. Okay. Like, I'm not talking, like, physically dead. I don't ever think that we would be physically dead. We're the protagonist. Like, it feels like the dreamscape specifically that incarnation of you can die and go into a afterlife. That's what I'm getting from here. Going into like an afterlife type situation. But it's not like you actually died, it's just the dreamscape version of you.
And so, then I returned to the hotel in the dreamscape, hoping to tell you of its existence. Yet I could not reveal my own identity. So, I could only divert your party's attention and lure you away from the battlefield. And after, all my attempts proved futile. It wasn't until not long ago.
I love her so much.
When a crimson blade of light shattered the high wall of the dream, causing you all to fall far into the abyssal depths of the dreamscape, that I was able to awaken you and your companions one by one. And that's it. That is all that's happened so far.
I am completely confused. No, I get it.
I know it's tough to believe all this without reservations. I just want to say, you are very close to the final answer. Just one more thing needs to be done. And then I can prove it to you. Now, let's leave this place. Please close your eyes. Take a deep breath and visualize the dreamscape's outline in your heart. And remember, you must not open your eyes at all times. 3, 2, 1. Don't be afraid. The one who has come to greet us has
Dude,
arrived.
the temptation to open my eyes would be insane. After a piercing screech, a thick and ferocious surge of memoria crashes into your chest, churning and ravaging. Your conscience becomes like scraps of paper caught in a whirlpool, breaking apart, with turbulent, muddy current, dissolving and dispersing within the turbulent, muddy current. Innumerable voices resonate through the symphony of memoria like roaring thunder, and among them one echo stands out with exceptional clarity. You know it comes from the girl beside you, your heart's beating to the same rhythm in silence, and then more silence. Until memorias stir up and... until memories, goddamn.
I never knew you could do this. Do you have a driver's license?
I do.
Hi, Blade.
That is... surprising.
Why? Because this is Japella, the city of sins?
No, it's nothing. I'm just thinking that you haven't slept in 20 system hours. Are you sure you're okay?
I'm fine. I'll survive. Same goes for you.
The art in this game goes so
I'm
well.
not so sure about that. Slow down a bit.
Infiltration is over. Feel free to activate Sam anytime you like.
There's still some time before the next part of the script unfolds. Let me stay a little longer in this body.
It wasn't until much later that a soft sigh once again broke the quiet hotel.
Such a long tunnel. Didn't feel this long when I set off.
In half a system hour, it will lead us to Kafka. And then comes the downfall of the Japella Brotherhood.
Is that also part of the script?
It's in your script too.
Sorry. I didn't notice.
Their destiny won't change just because of your selective ignorance.
Why are you a Celeron hunter?
I told you before. It's a bad habit.
What about you then? Is this the moment you finally find the death you've been looking for?
As always, it's a blank slate. It's not on this planet. Why the sudden inquiry?
Because I'm currently in a car with a sleep-deprived driver. I just want to get there in one piece.
This car has full self-driving capabilities. I'll just put my hand on the steering wheel. Will that do?
Hey, don't take everything so seriously. Elio would always say there's only one type of destiny. The inescapable type. He can see the future, and we, likewise, are aware of our predetermined end. But before that moment arrives, we can still choose what we do. We all have this right, don't we?
After today, Japella's name will disappear from cosmic history, and the Everflame Mansion will take its place. In the not-too-distant future, you'll receive an invitation. That's your next stop.
Land of the Dreams. Penacony.
I hope you find whatever you seek there. Be it answers or salvation.
Glad to see you're safe and sound.
I have such opinions on the Stellaron Hunters. Like, it's really hard. The Stellaron Hunters are the villains. I know that. I'm aware of that. I've played enough of the game to understand that. I know why they do what they do. I know who they follow. I know he can see the future, and they believe it. I can't understand the resignation of humanity's innate desire to defy destiny. If you know what is going to happen, that is the only way you can make sure it doesn't. I really don't want to end up like thinking at it from a Homestuck perspective. Speaking from multiple futures for the best ending, so I don't know if that fully resolves. Elio is a seer of time, sorry. Shut up! Stop giving them classbacks. Yes. It all leads back to Homestuck, always.
Close your eyes. This is the answer. Isn't it incredible? The monster that we have always known as Death is actually the guardian of the land of the exiles. It abides by a certain rule. Abducting people from their dreams and bringing them here.
So you're not
dead.
The
question that has been perplexing us, does death really exist in the dreamscape, appears to be a cognitive trap. It was laid by those orchestrating events from the shadows to cover up the truth behind the disappearances and the existence of this fortress known as Dreamflux Reef. Every emergence of that meme is related to the Watchmaker. Since Dreamflux Reef is where it brings its captives, It's likely that many of our long-standing questions will be answered in this place.
The atmosphere here is starkly different from the beautiful dream. There are no regulators here like the family. And they all look like they're mildly dazed. But from the whispers of the residents, they've heard a familiar name. Gallagher.
Gallagher?
It's that man again. Always in the right place at the right time. Though that does save us the trouble of looking for him. Himiko and March have already made a move. Get ready. We're about to set off.
That's neat.
The real dreamscape. The land of the exiles. Before we go, should we speak to everyone first?
Very funny that I am still Herta. It's really neat. By monitoring my own stream, I have been getting the drops you can get for watching a stream. Or a Star Rail stream. Can I change who I am, please? Okay. Why is she alone? Actually, okay, that was dangerous, actually. If I'd have kept going without putting the right team in place, that would have sucked.
I'm really sorry for waiting until now to tell you everything.
To have a single level 1 Herta on my team instead of the set team that I have been using, that would have... Oh, I would have noticed and I would have freaked the hell out.
2 reasons. Firstly, the script. In the future that Elio saw, Sam and the Astral Express's confrontation was inevitable. I tried to break the shackles of the prophecy, but this is as far as I could go. That aside, there were also my personal motives.
Personal motives?
I wished to travel with you as Firefly, and not Sam.
So you hate yourself? I don't think Stella would take it personally.
Thank you.
Do the Stellan Hunters also want a piece of the legacy?
Elio only gave me one instruction. Allow the Astral Express to pursue the Grand Legacy. It means that the Watchmaker's legacy holds great significance to trailblazing. And to you. Elio's scripts used to revolve and expand around certain specific Stellarons. But with your appearance, this condition has apparently ceased to be appropriate. Perhaps he also saw the impossible in the future.
So tell me, homie, who is Sam?
Do you still remember the medical cabin I told you about? Well, that's Sam. It belongs to the Iron Cavalry of Glamoth's Firmament Frontline, a Firefly Type 4 strategic assault mech.
Oh, so
it
none
is
of your
the
names are
cradle
original.
of my vitality, and the meaning of my birth. And for the longest time it was how I should have looked to the rest of the world.
I said not a single part of her name is original. It all comes from the mech.
The time scale of Dreamflux Reef differs from reality, so we mustn't lower our guard. You're sensitive to Memoria. A slight misstep, and you could get lost in this memory zone.
I'm gonna do all sorts of missteps.
Something on your mind?
Hello, sir.
Let's talk about it.
Acheron's blade slash.
No wonder Miss Acheron is so averse to drawing her blade. It's hard to imagine such terrifying power could reside in an ordinary sheath. If it weren't for the fact that Aventurine's power originated from the preservation, the entire dreamscape would have been affected. Don't feel burdened by this. Even without that Stellaron inside you, Aventurine would still have found other methods to accomplish his goal. Let's just believe in Miss Acheron. And given her prowess, I don't think we've got anything to worry about.
Homie, she ain't here no more, honestly. What are your thoughts on Gallagher?
During your investigation, he shared a vital piece of information. Mikhail, the former watchmaker who collaborated with the family to construct the Penacony we're familiar with today, had a falling out with the family for specific reasons. But this is precisely where the problem lies. You were clearly investigating a murder, so then why, as a security officer, is he changing the subject to talk about his past with the watchmaker? And now, with Firefly mentioning his name again, it's hard not to be suspicious.
Yeah, he murked Sunday.
Before we found you, she'd already revealed her Stellaron Hunter identity and shared a lot of information. Who would have thought that the Molten Knight's true identity was actually a young girl? For her, this is a secret that she cannot allow others to know. That being the case, I think we can believe she's willing to cooperate. But
I know.
She didn't reveal all her secrets.
Sunday's somewhere in here.
Just can't shake the feeling that her situation is different from that of the typical dreamer. And I hope that doesn't lead to any dangerous predicaments.
Alright, let's
I
call
hope
it
you've regained a
day.
little composure. We'll move out when you're ready.
Ooh. Oh, the bird. I'm a useless birdie that can't even build its own nest. I'm only fit to live in a trash bag. Don't call yourself that. I don't know enough bird, but I appreciate you comforting me. Goodbye, stranger. I'll give you this trash bag. Okay. Muddled vagrant.
Welcome to heaven. Dreams, true or false, all are ephemeral. Might as well drink more Soul Glad instead.
That would. You're a muddled vagrant on the street. Hi guys. Can I just... Darn it, those were darn good products and the robbers took them all. I was too careless and shouldn't have fallen for such an obvious trap. That's fine, as long as our people are still around. We can find a way to produce another batch of dream bubbles. One day, we'll have them pay back everything that belongs to us. Twofold. Okay. It feels like an abandoned
Keep going
street.
straight down this alley, and it'll lead to an elevator. It'll take us to the center of the land of the exiles.
I thought there was a person in there. Bird. Hey, did I blind you with my super awesome radiant spark? It's a light bulb. Can a bird's feathers make light brighter? I'm researching this problem right now. You feel the difference in the light? You know what? I'll give him credit. Go to the apocalyptic shadow woman. I did not see an apocalyptic shadow woman. I shall go look. Oh, hello. Cool. The music box sound near her totally doesn't make me nervous to be near her. I'm gonna stop looking for readables to collect. It's a refreshing event. I don't know what that is. Elegy.
Are you prepared to gaze upon the visage of the finality?
No. I think I'm good, actually. I would like to handle the story. She's a past trader of the Nihility looking back on great battles. Okay. So it's like an Echo of War type situation. Hello, children? Those are probably Pepeshi, not children.
Seek, and you will find.
Clock and 2 wall towers. You have no idea what this map is trying to tell you. I'm not sure why the bird is over there. Mark location of a treasure for you. That's what you can see on it. 2 giant... That was close. I almost gave the answer away. The Twin Towers! That might be out of pocket, actually. They hit the second Grand Theater.
Did you also get kicked out of the beautiful dream? I want to go back. But then I don't want to go back. Tell me what I should do. I don't know what to do.
Oh, I love how we have people, like, one's drunk off her ass, one is doom posting, and this guy's just dancing.
Hi there, friend from a distant land. I hear the Watchmaker's legacy is right here. Let's say we go treasure hunting.
Give me that. Give it here. I love readables. If I quit drinking, will she come back?
What a huge clocky. Looks like the Watchmaker also left his mark on Dreamflux Reef.
That did not scare me. I wanted to pop that balloon. All the birdies were eaten by the gigantic clocky. You went invisible? Oh, wrong guess. It's because clocky doesn't eat birds. Oh. That was gonna be like vaguely intimidating for a second there. Reaction was really fun. Goodbye. Okay. Like, that was far more interesting than the egg your chair. I like it when creepy things get to be creepy. Just be creepy. It's a common plot in a lot of movies and video games that a statue like this will rise up and face you in a glorious battle. Subtle foreshadowing? Probably not. Let's be real. What do you mean, Zenless? I haven't fought any giant statues yet. Oh. This gives me...
Unbelievable. To think there's a settlement of this size within the dreamscape.
This gives me rapture vibes.
Beyond the family's reach. The atmosphere in this fortress is pretty different from that in the beautiful dream.
When I first saw it, I was in awe too. The sky here, it's like a reflection of the 12 dreamscapes. What's even more bizarre is that this place is also separated into trade and residential areas. The layout may be simple, but the facilities are very comprehensive. It seems that there are quite a number of people living here.
Though both dreamscapes have distinct styles, the architectural designs are quite similar. Works of the same hand, perhaps. Hard not to speculate on the connection. But there's no point in overthinking things. Let's meet up with Himiko and the others first.
Take a right turn at the end of this road and you'll reach the trade district. There are more people there. And perhaps someone knows where she is.
Not coming with us?
The Astral Express likely needs room for some internal deliberation. In the meantime, I'll try and locate Gallagher.
Sure. Let's reconnect later.
Did Sparkle? No.
Letting her go was the right decision.
Misha!
Further observations are needed before we decide whether to trust her. But first, there's someone I need to talk to. Let's go.
Misha?
I'm sure you've already noticed him.
Yeah, I did!
He's right over there.
Misha!
The Reverie Hotel's bellboy. How did he end up here? And right after Miss Acheron severed the beautiful dream. We'd better check, just to be sure.
I would
Trash
kill
can is
for
perfect
Misha.
for me, and perfectly legal for me to stay in.
Okay. I know Misha's an ice character.
Huh? You're the guest from before. We meet again! And a new friend. Forgot to introduce myself. I'm the hotel's bellboy, Misha.
Hello, Misha. I'm Welt. We met in a dream. Oh. And who might this be?
You can see Clocky too!
Tick-tock! Old friend and new friend! Let's high-five!
Dude, come on. High five the clock, Welt.
Your, memory zone mean?
He's Clocky.
Nope. Clocky is a good friend of mine. We all live here. How did you two get here? This dreamscape isn't supposed to be open to the public. I wonder if it has something to do with Sleepy.
So, this is your home?
Yep. After my work in the beautiful dream ends, I'll go back home. Commuting used to be more convenient, but ever since travel became cumbersome, Sleepy started ferrying people back and forth between the two dreamscapes.
This Sleepy. Can you describe what it looks like?
Sleepy is a memory zone meme. Looks fierce and has many eyes. But it's actually really well behaved. Gallagher's been taking care of it.
So yeah, death.
Based on the description, that meme is indisputably death. A nightmare for the family, but for the people who live here, well, that couldn't be further from the truth.
Death? Not in a dream, surely. Sleepy's just a little aggressive, and sometimes messes up by fetching the wrong guess. But it would never hurt anyone.
I see. Has it brought back any guests recently, say, in the last day or two? We're currently investigating a missing person case that occurred within the beautiful dream.
I see. Then you'll have to speak with Gallagher. But he's currently busy hosting a visitor from the Oak family and specifically asked not to be disturbed.
Okay. I was wondering if...
Mr. Yang, the person you're looking for...
I was wondering if Sparkle...
Is it Miss Robin?
...was the Gallagher we saw?
Just as I thought. Considering what happened with Miss Firefly, this doesn't come as a surprise.
If you're looking for Miss Robin, I can lead the way. She told me that she'd be willing to meet with outside guests.
If it's not too much trouble. Also, we're looking for our missing companions. A woman with red hair accompanied by a girl with pink hair. Have you seen them?
Oh, I haven't. But please, rest assured. Dreamplux Reef is a small place, and it's not as bustling as the beautiful Dream. But its safety is unmatched. How about this? Since it's your first time here in Dreamplux Reef, I'll be your guide and help you find your companions. And then we can all go visit Miss Robin together. She's gone to Mrs. Grace's to visit the children. She won't be leaving anytime soon. So there should be enough time.
All right then. We'll follow your plan. Well, we now know the answer to both murder cases that have caused such commotion in Penacony. As for the intentions of the mastermind behind it all, we're still none the wiser.
I think we should focus on what is probably Sunday.
Yes, and I believe their relationship with Gallagher may run deep. Why else would they be so clandestine about their discussion? Regardless, we have to find Gallagher. Say, you mentioned before that you saw Clocky that only you could see, right?
Yeah, he's that one.
I can't shake off this strange feeling. Am I really still so young at heart?
Whoa, what is that smell?
Forget it. It's not important. We'd better just follow me, Sean.
Hold on. Okay. Alright, sorry about that. I smelled burning, and it's the heater got turned on in the house. I got scared for a second. Okay, back to it. See, I know you can absorb emotions. I forgot about that. More dangerous a place, the more you're fascinated by it. Is that what organic beings mean by emotional appeal? From a psychological point of view, a beautiful end that they must traverse a crisis to reach is more likely to provide them with more positive emotional feedback. What's more, the distortion of this space is inherently beautiful. It maintains its stability with remarkable precision and exhibits smooth and sleek properties. Let's see. Thank you. My understanding of organic beings has increased considerably. Thanks for the sticker. Thanks for the emotion. I know you can like fuck with people's emotions, but I don't like doing that unless it's actively detrimental.
Don't forget to let your friends in on the action.
Maybe I shouldn't explore by myself.
Everyone, look! From here, you can see the most spectacular view of Dreamflux Reef.
A black hole? No. An accretion disk formed from consolidated memoria? Was Dreamflux Reef built on such unstable memoria?
Oh, so Mr. Yang is also versed in memoria dynamics. I was just trying to figure out how to explain this huge hole to everyone. I bet you guys have a lot in common with Miss Kami.
Who is that? Steamy manhole cover. Hot steam from under the manhole cover bursts upwards like lightning, as if chasing something, before dissipating straight up into the heavens. Indeed, this is one of the great 7 manhole covers, the manhole cover of the hunt. Okay.
Look! There she is!
Hello.
My calculations are finally done. In another 10 system hours, the above dream will swallow the dream below. My hypothesis was correct. This place will cease to exist as the dream devours everything. Who are you all, and why haven't you left yet? This place is about to disappear.
Then why aren't you leaving?
I'm Kami, a dreamscape surveyor specializing in memoria dynamics, and this is my life's work that I'm researching. See that huge gaping hole? It was just a narrow rift many years ago, but now it's grown into a giant hole. The surrounding memoria has been flowing towards the other end of the hole at a constant velocity, slowly but surely. But the scary part is, according to my calculations, the flow rate of memoria has recently changed, and it's faster than ever before. It's almost as if something is sucking it in from the other side. By constantly improving upon Madame Rosalina's memoria measurement method, I've finally obtained accurate results.
You're a scientist.
After 10 system hours, the Dreamflux Reef will cease to exist. It will disintegrate like a melting glacier, and then fuse with the sweet dream fragments on that side of the void.
Please don't worry. This sort of thing has happened many times before. Miss Kami isn't a bad person. She's just a bit lost in her own world. She'll probably realize she's wrong soon enough.
Also, Misha looks straight out of Genshin Impact.
You don't say. There was something else that piqued my interest. Who is Madame Rosalina?
Oh,
Do you know her too? Or are you also a fan of Memoria Dynamics?
We're very interested in Madame Rosalina's achievements. Could you tell us a little more about them?
Why, of course! She's an excellent scholar of Memoria Dynamics, and the first person to apply Memoria rate measurement methodology on interstellar travelers. Regrettably, due to the presence of the Garden of Recollection, ordinary people don't pay much attention to the nature of Memoria. She departed this world without much fame, leaving only a few thin journals behind. I came to Penacony to learn more about my idol, and went to great lengths to seek out Dreamflux Reef, all because this is her final resting place. Prodigies always meet their demise prematurely. If only Madame Rosalina had more time, she would have discovered a way to reverse the flow of Memoria. I felt it. The source is in the Golden Hour. There is a certain anomalous presence stirring the currents of the memory zone. I must uncover more concrete proof. I must convince everyone.
In 10 hours?
Does the name Madame Rosalina sound familiar to you?
One of the nameless mentioned by the conductor. I guess. It's been a long time since I've heard that bit.
That's right. It seems like she did a great deal of research and calculations in Dreamflux Reef before abruptly passing away.
Miss Katie regularly mentions her. I hear Madame Rosalina passed away during the prison war. She could see the Penacony of today. Its people building homes in the memory zone. I bet she'd be really happy.
Perhaps.
Our destination is the commercial district. That's where the largest crowds gather in Dreamflux Reef. We might be able to find the others there.
Seek, and you will find.
I will do more exploring later.
Let me go!
Please, come to your senses. I'm begging you.
March, are you harassing a child?
There's a ghost! Don't come near me!
Oh my. I'm human and so are you. Can you get a grip? Ah, there you are. I've been waiting for you two. Quickly, come help. I bumped into a member of the family on the way here. He was so scared and I just wanted to calm him down. But...
Let me go! Let me go! I've only done good in my life. Why can't I rest in peace after death?
Is she?
Well,
is she the most intimidating
this is how
member?
it turned out.
Now you shall pay respect to March 7th, Ghost of the Dreamflux Reef.
Ha ha, you're a regular comedian. He thinks he's dead. Although, when I first fell in, I also thought the same.
Dear guest, this is not the afterlife. This is Dreamflux Reef.
That's right. Did you hear that? Repeat after me. Dreamflux Reef.
You're not helping him.
You're talking to someone invisible. If I'm not dead, what am I? I shouldn't have pushed my luck and tried sleeping in my dream. Curiosity kills the Papeshi.
Dude, I would mostly be sleeping in a dream. What do you mean? A world where I can sleep and not face repercussions for having slept so much?
Stop asking! You'll alert
The moment
the
of sleepiness.
monsters. All the dead are right here. All of them.
You're not talking about the memory zone meme, are you?
Don't say that name! It's all your fault. They're coming!
Oh, I got attacked?
May as well kill them all.
Okay.
Rice like a good brew, my friends. Indulge yourself.
You're so silly. We'll do this. I think I've got...
You've arrived, huh?
If it
Step
matters.
up, let's see ya.
I was gonna say, I think I've got, like, how you do the team setup down, but I don't think it matters.
Relax.
Can you let me have some fun this time?
Yeah, I don't even need... I'll just keep that on deck. I don't want to overkill.
Where are you going?
He passed out. His intense negative emotions attracted the nearby memory zone memes.
I see. But why aren't the other people around here scared?
Unlike in the Sweet Dream, people here don't see memory zone memes as dangerous monsters. And even if they pose a threat, people can easily escape by forcing a wake-up call. But we can't just leave this man here. Can we take him somewhere safe?
Nah, put him on the bench.
We can ask Jesse
This is
for
what
help.
he gets.
I've gotten to know many locals while waiting for you guys.
Sorry, I get
Everyone
this
here
first.
is living a self-sufficient life. I don't know how to describe it, but this place feels like the real dreamscape.
Oh, is sauna time over? Even feathers will be loosened up by a hot steam. Aren't you paper? But I feel my body growing woozy. Can paper even be soaked in sauna? Origami birds aren't made from actual paper. Why would we get wet? Or would we? I don't know. I'm gonna look for Dr. Blues right now for answers. Sorry to give you a crisis. That is my job, however.
I remember when this place was all hustling and bustling.
No! At this rate, the family will be done for!
The family is about to fall apart. How do you... Ooh, little guy.
I knew you couldn't hold your liquor. Tried to warn you too.
Damn. Please, thank you. Okay. The swamp that will devour the beautiful. I'm the mastermind who causes dreams to fall into nightmares, the inevitable nemesis of the righteous. You're a clock. Abandon all hope, you cannot hope to win against me.
I knew you could.
I don't want these puzzles. I actually feel like quite a bit of hatred for them. Where's my... Can I have a cursor, please? Thank you, Jesus. Don't laugh at me. Oh, hello. I did not see that before. Okay, hold on. Okay, now that I've had a personal crisis, really hate these puzzles. No, that has to say the way it is. Oh, no, that can't be there. Ah, okay. If only I were really that powerful, but I cannot bear to pull the trigger. You're a clock, dude. If I were more evil, more powerful, I wouldn't be pushed around by the family and guests. What do these guys do?
Don't forget to let your friends in on the action.
Let's see how you handle a stroke of genius like this.
Seek, and you will find.
Evening, Jessie. Is it evening?
Welcome, Miss March. Who might these be?
These two are my friends. As for the man lying on the ground, he's a scaredy cat who fainted from fright.
Are you guys just carrying him around and then setting him back down on the ground?
Another poor guy who accidentally ended up here. I'll take care of him. There have been a lot of new faces lately. Things must be tough in the beautiful dream. The few remaining havens of freedom in Asdana will soon face trouble.
Do such things often happen here?
Not really, but they're becoming more frequent now. Guess it's one of the signs of the Sweet Dreams collapse. This man has had quite the shock. Could you help me find a Halovian lady, March? Her songs can heal mental wounds.
A Halovian lady?
That must be Robin. She's also here in Dreamflux Reef.
Huh? Robin? But I thought she... Oh, right. If Firefly is here safe and sound, then it means Robin must be okay too.
Misha is about to take us to her to find out what happened. But before that, let's meet up with Himiko. You were with her earlier, right?
We met some stowaways in the residential area. Most of them came from neighboring star systems. I heard that places like Dreamflux Reef are scattered throughout the memory zone of Asdana, like islands in the ocean. They existed before the family arrived. I also heard that when Dreamflux Reef took shape, it was the center of all dreamscapes in Penacony.
If that's true, it's no wonder there are so many similarities between this place and the Sweet Dream.
Himiko must be gathering information. Let's hurry up and get going.
I forgot I have Himiko now.
At this rate, the family will be done for.
This is where we split up.
So that's how it is. I never imagined we'd gather the remaining details here.
To borrow Gallagher's catchphrase, what an unpredictable twist of fate.
Himiko, here they are.
Ah, perfect timing. Now that everyone's here, I'd like to introduce everyone to Micah, who's partly in charge of the Land of the Exiles. Micah, these are my companions.
It's a pleasure to meet the Nameless.
You know us?
I've been keeping an eye on you since the day you arrived in Penacony. We would have met under more appropriate circumstances if Dreamflux Reef hadn't been isolated from the 12 dreamscapes. Please, allow me to formally introduce myself. I'm Micah, the Gravekeeper of Dreamflux Reef.
Gravekeeper.
Gravekeeper?
Life in Dreamflux Reef is pretty liberating. Everyone here mostly keeps to themselves, without meddling in others' affairs. My daily task involves cleaning a few tombstones.
You're too modest, Micah. When lost dream chasers stumble upon this place, you're the one who takes care of them, guiding them back to the sweet dream, or showing them how to survive the wild dream chaos.
So, guardian of sorts.
Were you talking to me, Mr. Yang?
Yes.
Hmm?
What is happening?
On that note, Mr. Mika, which tombstones are you referring to? We didn't come across any graveyard when we arrived.
They're actually just symbolic stones. But since you're curious, Mr. Yang, I'll take you there. I have a feeling you might find something of interest there. But before that, you have an important guest joining you.
An important guest? Who could it be?
I would
This way,
assume...
please. The roads here in Dreamflux Reef are a bit run down, so watch your step.
No! At this rate, the family will be done for! Done for!
Alrighty. Alrighty. Ow. Oh, here are the gravestones, I guess. Oh, Micah. Okay. Yeah, no, I get it.
There she is.
Hi, Robin.
Everyone sang so wonderfully. It's not often that I tried this music style, but I've gained some valuable insights from it.
Oh, I can't thank you enough, Robin. Well, these kids have made incredible progress in only a few days.
It was nothing, Grace. I merely taught them how to sing. It was you who brought hope into their lives. Life must be quite difficult for them in reality, I imagine.
That's right.
Whenever it's time to say goodbye to these kids, they're reluctant to leave. But I've explored every corner of Dreamflux Reef, talked to everyone I met, and they all told me the same thing. This shattered dream is not worth clinging to.
It seems you truly are a child of the Harmony. Emma and Andy are orphans I took under my wing. Carol there, with her blind eyes, used to work at a nutrition center in the outer ring of Penacony. And as for Gary, he's been living with autism since he was a child. They're not old enough to enter the sweet dream managed by the family. If we compare people to birds, these kids are like fledglings with impaired wings. But in this dream, well, they can fly freely. Even if they stumble along the way, well, they're still relying on their own strength. And me, an old lady with no legs. Well, without this dream, I couldn't even walk toward them.
I'm glad that you found a new life here in Penacony. It's just...
Don't worry, Robin. Dreams have their significance, but they aren't everything. Both the children and I understand this. No matter how long we fly through this dream, we will one day return to reality. But you know what? Emma and Gary aren't plagued by their insecurities anymore. No, and Carol is learning how to cope with her blindness. And Andy is livelier than ever. Well, even I've become more optimistic. You see, in dreams, we learn how to live. Once we return to reality, we learn how to survive.
and should our feathers be damaged, then we share our wings with one another. There's no need to covet an illusory sky in dreams, because we have the right and the ability to fly towards a broader horizon.
It's a relief to see you safe and sound, Miss Robin.
It's nice to see you all again, Astral Express crew. I heard my disappearance caused quite the commotion out there. I'm really sorry about that.
Your brother's in
Since
shambles.
You're here, can we assume that you're fully aware of the situation in Penacony?
Ever since I returned to Penacony, my voice started to change, until it gradually faded away. At first, I thought it was a temporary ailment, perhaps due to having been away too long. I thought maybe it just takes some time for my body to acclimate to the high concentration of Memoria and Asdana. But now it seems the root of the problem goes way beyond me. There are elements around me that don't align with the harmony. Losing my voice is just one of the signs of the Sweet Dreams collapse.
The Sweet Dreams collapse. That memo keeper mentioned the same
But
thing.
on.
So it's real.
Bring Spawn back. I want to see how
While
he's
I
doing.
was away from Penacony, the boundaries of the 12 dreamscapes kept expanding outward. But whenever I mentioned the anomalies in the dream, all the family heads refused to talk about it. Only my brother was willing to respond. Later, I discovered the secret letters from the IPC ambassador, which further convinced me that there are hidden secrets beneath the surface of Penacony. So, following the clues in the Oak family's dossiers, I found my way here. The land of the exiles, concealed by the family under the guise of death. A dream within a dream, where Penacony's past is buried.
Hearing you speak, it sounds as if your voice has made somewhat of a recovery.
I hate to admit it, but the harmony in this place resonates more broadly than within the Sweet Dream. It's regrettable, but the family has experienced betrayal. The traitor, or traitors, abandoned their original principles and, using the name of harmony, exploited people's weaknesses to turn Penacony into the planet of festivities, trapping everyone in the illusion of the Sweet Dream. This is not the strong defending the weak, but rather the strong exploiting the weak. A world without equality won't ever be favored by the harmony. And naturally, those voices blessed by them have lost the ability to sing.
Could there be another force influencing the family's shift in philosophy, Miss Robin? Considering what happened with Acheron, it's difficult to conceive of another entity within the realm of the harmony capable of influencing everyone. Unless a power surpassing that of an emanator is involved.
I'd heard about what happened to the Xianzhou Alliance, but as far as I'm aware, the family hasn't faced any such external interventions. Who knows? Perhaps I've just been away too long and missed something. Regardless, I cannot accept my home is moving towards the very opposite of what the harmony represents, while still claiming to uphold it. I must uncover the reason why Mikhail cut ties with the family, and who exactly it was who betrayed us all. Do you remember our arrangement, Mr. Micah? Well, here's my answer. I've decided to forgo my role, and never step foot on the Charmony Festival stage again.
That's bad, isn't it?
Look here, brother. A little bird.
Looks like a fledgling Charmony dove. But Charmony doves don't live here.
Don't worry, he's away.
So how did this little bird get here? Maybe its parents abandoned it?
It looks weak and frail. Why don't we find something soft and make a nest for it?
This place is too dangerous for a fledgling. Let's take it with us. We can put it on the wooden shelf in front of your window.
Okay. A bird like that must have a beautiful singing voice. But where will it live?
I'll ask the family head to build a cage for it.
A cage? But then it won't have the freedom to fly, right?
Let's see. What is it that has captured the attention of the two best interpreters of the Great One? To the point that they've forgotten how to enjoy their dessert. Oh, poor little thing. Doesn't look like it's doing well. Do you want to rescue it?
I do. But I don't want to lock it up in a cage.
Why?
Even if it's small and not fully feathered, can't sing. It didn't come into this world just to be locked up in a cage. Birds belong to the sky.
That's quite the romantic idea. And what about you, a young scholar? Do you agree with your sister?
I think she's right. But if we leave it out in the wild, it won't survive for more than a few days at best.
Ah, I see. It seems our little scholar is still a bit unsure. Well, let me tell you youngsters a story.
I don't think this voice is kind.
As you probably know, Charmony doves can fly through the air. When they fly really high, the friction caused by the flapping of their feathers against the atmosphere creates amazing lights, so that they look like shooting stars. We've seen this spectacle so many times that we think it's just something they can naturally do. But that's not the truth. Their radiant display is the result of countless struggles against nature over generations. Their ancestors were too weak to survive on the ground, so to escape predators, they started seeking new opportunities in the air. After countless attempts by many generations, one of them finally figured out how to fly. It soared into the sky and never looked back at the ground again.
So, you mean birds aren't born to fly, but they find a way to do it through their determination, right?
Well, that's an idealistic way of putting it. So, what are your thoughts, Sunday?
I think people believe birds are meant to fly because they've never seen those birds crashing to their death.
That's an interesting perspective. So, have you decided what to do with the bird now?
For now, I'll keep it in a cage until it can take care of itself because I want it to live, no matter what.
Well said, kids. It seems each of you has found your own answer. Your insights are truly remarkable. And I hope they come true in their own way.
We will take good care of it, won't we, brother?
Yeah, but Mr. Gopherwood, there's one thing I don't quite understand.
And what might that be, my son?
What if this little Charmony dove never learns to fly in the end? I mean, if there are fledglings in this world that can never fly throughout their lives, Should we let them go back to the sky? Only to see them crash to the ground and die.
Talking in your sleep, Birdie? Time to wake up.
Oh, okay. I guess Sunday didn't die. No, he did. Okay.
You look a little unsteady. Need a hand?
I'm still alive?
Yeah. Happy about that.
Where is Robin? Tell me. Now.
I knew that was going to be the first thing you'd ask. Don't worry, your sister is here, safe and sound. She's probably walking around the streets now. If I were you, I'd be more worried about myself. After all, right in front of you is the guy who just stabbed you in the chest with a dagger.
If you wanted to kill me, you wouldn't give me the chance to speak. Just tell me your demands, lackey of the Watchmaker.
So, you figured out who I am, huh? No wonder you had the guts to go against the Dream Master and the Four Families. Looks like I made the right choice.
Choice?
You are aware of my plan, see through my fictionology. Time is running out, so let's drop the charades. I'm suggesting we cooperate.
Cooperate? What makes you think I'd cooperate with you?
I like his little wings studded.
The fact that the famous Robin has chosen my side. Plus, some clues about a traitor and a bright future for Penacony. Any of that catch your interest?
I find it hard to believe a man who's full of deception.
Fine. You don't have to trust me. What you should trust is the sense of justice inside of you.
Show me Robin first.
All right, as you wish. Here she is.
Huh?
What's your trick this time?
Just kidding. I mean, this lady will lead us to Robin, right?
And the crew, too. There are too many people who you owe an explanation.
That'd be great. Please follow me, Honorable Oak family head. Now, all the actors are on the stage.
This is the monument I mentioned earlier. The names inscribed on it should be familiar to all of you.
One of them is
Rosalina and Tiernan.
When Penacony was known as a frontier prison, it was the Trailblazers who connected it with the stars. They were the heroes who saved Asdana, and their names deserve to be immortalized. Not just on this small stone tablet, but in the annals of history for all of time. However, today, the planet of festivities is nothing but sweet dreams. That heavy piece of history is all a distant memory. Just like that prison.
If their names are inscribed here, then that means...
According to Micah, they died long ago.
Rosalina was killed during the War of Independence. She ventured alone into the heart of the star system to investigate the flow of Memoria, but she never returned. Tiernan was a skilled gunslinger, strong and reliable. He led the people through countless battles, but he didn't live long enough to witness the arrival of true peace. In the decade following the war, Penacony faced challenges internal and external. To protect Asdana, Tiernan picked up the way of the Trailblaze again, and led the Letmoth family to explore beyond the system, only to be surrounded and wiped out by the Swarm.
Though I had expected as much, the tales of these heroes truly are sorrowful.
True to the title of Trailblazer, they spent their lives venturing into the unknown. But what about this tablet? There are no names carved on it.
When Dreamflux Reef was created, its owner was still alive. However, he insisted on erecting a monument for himself, saying that it will happen someday. Here we meet again. Everyone from the Astral Express.
Robin.
Okay.
I promised to give the siblings some privacy, so let's talk about our business first. What do you say? That sounds sensible enough. Since you went through the trouble of gathering the family head, the crew, and the Stellaron hunters, I'm guessing you have something important to say, Mr. Gallagher? Oh, is it that obvious?
The look on your face is practically screaming, I'm the one behind all this.
You're right, Mr. Yang. It is indeed time to come clean on everything. The siblings already know what they need to, and they've made their choice. But you, Nameless, arrived a bit late. So it's only fair that I answer your questions. Before we begin, let me reintroduce myself. I'm the founder of Dreamflux Reef, the deputy of the Watchmaker, and the one who sent out that invitation. As Gallagher, the history fictionologist, I humbly extend my greetings to you all.
History fictionologist? So what, everything you told us was made up?
Well, don't worry. Almost everything I shared was true. Well, except for the part about the family accepting me back.
I double-checked with Micah, and everything he said about the family, the Watchmaker, and Mikhail is true.
Thank you for your understanding.
Actually.
Now let's get down to business. I'm sure you're all wondering why I went through the trouble of setting up this battle for the legacy, inviting different factions and stirring up a ruckus all over Penacony. Well, it all boils down to something very familiar to all of you. The Stellaron.
My Stellaron?
The Stellaron? But how is that possible? Penacony is a free-flowing interstellar hub. There are no signs of contamination whatsoever. You're totally correct. So, care to take a guess at what that means?
This feels like the most likely.
How keen. Well, what should I say? I expected nothing less from the person here who is the most familiar with the Stellarons. The Sweet Dream doesn't come out of thin air. If you think of the memory zone as the sea, creating the land of the dreams is like filling that wild ocean with earth to make an island. To achieve this feat, without the help of an Emanator of Remembrance or Enigmata, the only way is to use a Stellaron. And that's not something you can achieve with a simple wish. It requires vast quantities of knowledge, time, and manpower. I'm sure you get what I'm hinting at. In Azdana, the planet of festivities itself is a Stellaron disaster.
The planet of festivities itself is a Stellaron disaster?
It all started a long time ago, back when the Watchmaker and his crew liberated the frontier prison. They faced countless challenges as they began building Penacony from the ground up. That's when the idea of using the Stellaron came into play. The Stellaron first entered the Azdana system during the war. The Nameless warned everyone against the folly of attempting to tamper with such a power, and most heeded their words. But there are always people in the shadows with ulterior motives. The turning point came after Tiernan's death. With two of the Nameless gone, the Watchmaker had to go to the front lines. It was at that moment his rivals saw an opportunity. By the time a representative from the Montour Systems family arrived at the Watchmaker's call, the Stellaron had already been activated and was seeping into the primordial synesthesia dreamscape.
And I suppose the family happened to possess the knowledge to seal the Stellaron?
Not just that. They knew far more about the Stellaron than the average person. They helped Mikhail swiftly quell the civil unrest and played a part in building Penacony under the disguise of the Harmony. Those 3 eras were known as the Age of Dreaming. The Watchmaker, who had been left in the dark, sent out invitations across the universe, spreading the hype around the land of the dreams.
Then, how did they turn against each other?
Remember the island in the ocean metaphor? The truth is, the Stellaron was never truly sealed. It existed in a different form within the dreamscape. Think about this. What would it cost to create and maintain such a lavish dreamland? It's people's lives. The opulent dream is built upon the decay of spirits, with a toxic elixir called pleasure flowing through the dreamscape. It tempts people to indulge in the dreamscape, and gradually their minds succumb, becoming nourishment for the sweet dream. Confusion, laziness, and cowardice, weaknesses that plague humanity, were magnified and nourished by the family. Penacony became a new kind of prison, even more impenetrable than the previous one. Sadly, we realized this far too late. By then, the family had a firm grip on Penacony, swiftly quelling any opposition that arose. At my wit's end, I had to use the power of the Enigmata. Sought refuge in this chaotic memory zone. Over the years, I fabricated a meme within this dream for our use. Dormancy. That's its real name. We exploited a loophole. You see, regular people can't fall asleep again while they are inside the dreamscape.
So this is the true meaning of the impossible. You sent out invitations in the Watchmaker's name to find forces capable of resolving the Stellaron disaster and draw them into Penacony to uncover the truth.
It's not just that. Above all, I wanted to see what happens when the major factions engage in a struggle for the legacy. Since this is the Watchmaker's first announcement in decades, the traitor within the family is bound to reveal themselves.
So, the legacy is just a facade.
If you want to consider the Stellaron as the legacy, I'm totally fine with that.
If that's the case, where is the Stellaron now?
That's a question for Mr. Wings. The Stellaron is still under the family's control, and as the head of the Oak family, I'm sure he holds all the answers.
I lost track of my controller. I feel like I'm watching a movie that occasionally makes me step away. Like, it makes me control it just so I remember, oh, I am in a game.
Are you done talking? So, will you tell us where the Stellaron is?
It is the Penacony Grand Theater itself.
As I suspected, it's the embodiment of the family. The edifice that first materialized within the Sweet Dream. That's what turned Penacony into its current state.
As for the person who employed its power, it is in fact Mr. Gopherwood, the current Dream Master.
Well, that was easier than I thought. Did you conduct your own investigation already?
Correct. When I was trying to track down the person who murdered my sister, apart from you, Gopherwood was my second suspect.
Confronting me first turned out to be a smart move on your part.
I didn't have other options. The Dream Master has been elusive, and even the heads of the families can hardly get an audience with him. Moreover, Mr. Gopherwood has been kind to my sister and me. And I didn't want it all to end like this.
What do you mean by that?
To be honest, my brother and I are also victims of the cancer of all worlds. We grew up as orphans, and were adopted by the family when they came to help. Mr. Gopherwood recognized our potential and brought us to Penacony. But I can't just stand by and watch Mr. Gopherwood become an enemy of the Harmony. I won't use my voice to support an evil cause. I won't step on that stage and sing, no matter who the traitor is, or what orders they give me. I won't let the Charmony Festival become an event that destroys Harmony itself, or the paradise in our dreams.
Indeed. For the paradise in our dreams. As the head of the Oak family, I'm responsible for ensuring Penacony's promising future. Robin and I will head into the Sweet Dream and confront the Dream Master. And if it turns out that the family has truly strayed from the Harmony, I'll fight alongside you. We'll put the Charmony Festival on hold and make sure Mr. Gopherwood pays for his blood debt.
The enemies you are about to face aren't like this old dog here, who can barely even bark. Since our interests are aligned, why don't we team up? Maybe, just maybe, we'll have a shot at success.
We have always been following in the footsteps of our nameless predecessors, and there's no reason to stop now.
Yeah, we Nameless won't back down from a challenge. Isn't that right, Miss Trailblazer?
I appreciate, like, the ability to pick your own name, but I do think it's really funny how they get around that with, like, text and shit. Because there's no way that they just refer to Stell as that. I refuse.
Exactly! It's time for the crew to save the world once more!
Rest assured, sitting on the sidelines isn't in our nature. Mr. Sunday, Miss Robin, I'm willing to accompany you on behalf of the Astral Express. Having a third party present should help with negotiations, and could make all the difference if things get ugly.
Thank you, Mr. Yang.
Thank you all very much.
The Charmony Festival is about to start, and time is against us. We must hasten.
Everyone, let's gather over here. We still need to make some preparations.
I gotta pause for a second. I gotta go to the bathroom. creature hungers for pets. Of that which I cannot provide. Oh my lord. Okay. Hello. Oh.
I may have been quick to step up to the plate, but confronting the Dream Master could be a very dangerous affair.
Huh? Even you're saying that, Mr. Yang? How powerful is that Dream Master?
He's the leader of the families of Penacony, and he has the entire power of the Harmony behind him. Not to mention the Stellaron in his possession. We must proceed with great caution.
Maybe you can just stay behind this time, Mr. Yang?
No, that won't do. Even if we count Robin as an ally, something felt off about Mr. Sunday just now. Although, I can't quite put my finger on it. I have to make sure he won't turn against us when things start to get dicey. You're still carrying the keepsake the IPC envoy gave you, right? May I borrow it for a moment?
Here you go.
I knew it. As I suspected, this chip Aventurine gave to you is actually a miniature transmitter. If I'm right, he intends to use it to track your location or contact you when needed. As it so happens, this may actually be of some use in the current situation.
Aventurine? Is he still alive? And what does he have to do with our mission to confront the Dream Master?
Remember what I said earlier? Working with the IPC is a way to keep the family in check. If negotiations go south and the family show their true colors by going after the Stellaron, I'll use this transmitter to send a message to the IPC. It'll be just the opportunity the IPC ambassador was hoping for. The only question mark in all of this is Aventurine's current status. But the IPC is always listening, especially senior strategic investment department heads like him. Getting the message across shouldn't be a problem.
Good luck to you, Welt.
Well, you take care too. If anything goes wrong, don't worry about me. Just make sure to seal the Stellaron.
Spoken like a true hero. Even if the Dream Master is innocent, the family's corruption runs deep. I won't make the same mistake Mikhail did. Let's wish him the best of luck.
Have there always been little marks on Stell's back? On those dots on Stell's back? I had never noticed them before.
Don't you have something else to tell us, Gallagher?
Why would you say so?
Before we departed, the conductor asked us to inquire about the three nameless in Penacony. We've already collected intel about Rosalina and Tiernan, so the only one left is Legwork. If I'm not mistaken, we've already met him somewhere, haven't we?
It's not enough to say meet, but the answer is pretty obvious. After all, I've hinted at it in quite an evident way. I've been watching over you ever since I received the reply from the Astral Express, and I've seen the great effort you all put into linking different realms together across the cosmos. And now, after getting this far all in one piece, you have truly proven yourselves. Miss Himiko, were you the one who repaired the Express and got it sailing through the cosmos again?
Yes.
And you two, young Nameless, you have very interesting life stories and extraordinary skills.
Believe in the galactic baseballer supremacy. I cannot get over the fucking galactic baseballer bit. That shit is hilarious.
What? Hey, you can't just make up titles like that.
You're full of energy. Please, send my regards to the conductor, Pom Pom. Please let them know that their friend has fond memories of his time aboard the Express, which he reminisces on every time he has a good drink. As for the last Nameless, he embarked, disembarked, and embarked again, traveling in a great circle, ending up back where he started. On his deathbed, he told me to find the Astral Express and deliver an invitation to the future Nameless. He left behind a special gift, a true legacy. Something that belongs only to the successors of the Trailblaze. Come with me. Now is the time to reveal it.
The legacy? Is this where we get Harmony Blazer?
Back here again.
Sometimes I feel like you're still alive, old friend.
Well, yeah, no, I know.
You've still got
but,
so much to say and do. I've kept my promise. Brought the future Trailblazers you've waited so long for. I don't know why you were so obsessed with that train. But I remember your last words. Don't let us down, old man.
I love cutscenes. Fuck literally everyone ever, I guess.
Go ahead. His resting place lies in the garden up ahead. The first and last Nameless of Penacony. Mikhail Char Legward, the Watchmaker.
We'll have to. Okay.
Don't forget to let your friends in on the action.
Beneath the sea surface of Memory Zone, in a garden closest to the full moon in the water, an elderly man rests on a recliner, enveloped in utter silence. The Watchmaker, Mikhail Char Legward, has passed into that endless, timeless dream where no sound could ever wake him.
Sure enough, the Watchmaker is the third Nameless. Even I could guess that one.
The legacy he left behind was a dream bubble. I believe inside that bubble, there's something that holds meaning only for the Nameless. After all, when I checked its contents, I found nothing inside. Maybe some Trailblaze runes? Even more enigmatic than me.
Well, let's have a look.
As the words cease, you become around ever so slightly in your direction. Take a deep breath, steady your mind, and turn your gaze towards the Watchmaker. You press your hands against the dream bubble, and the thick, viscous memoria converges under strain, then stretches outward from your fingertips as if weaving a delicate web. gently cradles your home. A chill travels from your fingertips, carrying with it a myriad of vibrant and intertwined memories an experience would suggest. But this time, you see nothing at all. The dream bubble is clearly extraordinary. Perhaps the approach was wrong, you think, holding your breath and closing your eyes. With one knee on the ground, you press your forehead against the thin film coated in memoria. Yet, before you, there remains an abyss of darkness. No crimson sun descending upon snow-capped mountains, no gentle laughter, no twinkling stars, no echoes of swords clashing, and most of all, no traces of trailblaze. There is nothing, and nothing is there. Indubitably, this is but an empty dream bubble.
Wait, what's going on? Seriously? There's nothing inside this dream bubble? How could a dream bubble be empty?
Just as I suspected. That old man always had this strange belief in the nameless and the trailblaze. And I never understood where he got that confidence from. Especially since he never managed to get in touch with the Express while he was alive. I could never figure out what was going on in that old man's head. But this empty dream bubble is so typical of him. He was always full of weird fantasies and incomprehensible romanticism. That mischievous old man. Well, I didn't expect him to leave anything concrete behind anyway.
Don't think that's the case, Gallagher. I'm sure Mikhail has left us the most precious thing of all.
Don't start getting all philosophical on me, all right?
Just as Mikhail believes in the nameless of the future, we unconditionally believe in the nameless of the past. How could they leave with regrets for the future when they were ready to dedicate their lives to the land they loved? There must be something contained in this dream bubble. It's just we haven't figured it out yet. You also have faith in the Watchmaker, don't you, Gallagher?
Well, I'm a follower of the Enigmata. My philosophy forbids me to have faith in anything. That's why I understand what faith means in the path of Trailblaze. And I also want to know what he left behind. I'll leave it to you guys then.
Can I borrow your pet? I need to make a trip back to Golden Hour and check something at the Dreamscape sales store. It's for Mikhail, and for the future of Penacony.
Boot Hill?
Welcome to the Reverie Hotel. How may I help you?
Greetings. We're the Nameless from the Astral Express, and we'd like to check in.
The Astral Express? But I thought...
Yes, my companion's already checked in. My name is Dan Heng, and I believe my personal information is recorded in your system.
I see, but your companion said you wouldn't be coming due to a change of plans.
Now the plans have changed again.
And you are...
Me? I'm...
Pom Pom?
Pom. A new Nameless who's also with the Astral Express.
He's my fellow trailblazer. We responded to the family's invitation before he boarded the Express, so he wasn't registered in your system. Is it possible to accommodate him as well?
Oh, I see. Another one of the Nameless had a similar situation. Seems like a lot of people are joining the Trailblaze these days. Since there's a precedent, it shouldn't be a problem. Just give me a second to contact your companions. I'm sorry,
They
dear
died.
guests, but it seems I'm unable to reach the other members of the Astral Express.
What do you mean by unable to reach them?
My apologies. This is the first time I've encountered a situation like this. However, the system indicates that those guests are still in the dreamscape.
How about this? Give me their room number, and we'll go check on them ourselves.
I'm afraid that's not possible. I need to verify both of your identities before I can share any guest information.
How about you just wake up someone? Let's say, Welt?
I'm sorry, but there are strict rules regarding forced awakening. It cannot be done without the proper clearance.
So nothing works, huh? What's your solution then? Are you saying we sleep here? At the reception?
Please be patient. We need to contact your companions in order to confirm your identities.
And now it seems you need to confirm our identities before you can contact our companions.
It seems so.
Oh, fudge. Look, nothing personal.
Don't be a
If you
Karen.
can't handle this, go find someone else who can, okay?
Please calm down, dear guests. I do recall that Mr. Sunday, the Oak family head, personally handled this issue earlier. Oh, please wait a moment while I contact him.
I don't think she's trying to give us a hard time. She really just doesn't know what to do.
I have a bad feeling about this. You tried to contact them on the Express earlier, but they didn't respond.
Something doesn't seem right. I need to leave for a moment. You can stay here with the receptionist.
Sure thing. Just don't keep me waiting forever. Don seems pretty worried about his companions. I should give him some space. Stressing out about it won't help anything.
Okay. I'm gonna keep it $1.50. I am probably done for the night. I'm losing focus on everything that's happening. And it's getting pretty late. It's been 2.5. But I do plan to get back on tomorrow. I do want to keep playing this. I would like to finish catching up, and from what I understand, it's mostly just this, and then like the next arc, and then I'm caught up. But I know some arcs can be like painfully long. But that said, I am outie.